Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to share with you guys all of the manicures that I wore in the month of May. And in the month of May, my intent initially was to wear a lot of emerald green polishes, whether by themselves or do combinations of two polishes, because I am a May baby and so I really wanted to take advantage and wear a lot of my emerald green polishes. Anyways, didn't really get a chance to do that because I ended up swatching the Orly collection, and since I didn't have time to sit down and do a full-on swatch sesh, wow, that was difficult. I actually ended up wearing 4 of the polishes. I also did some swatching for my bright pink polish collection video, just 2 polishes because I couldn't find any pictures of manicures, so you know, you're gonna see those in this video as well. So really I only ended up wearing 4 polishes from my spring seasonal rack, and the only reason why I wore 4 is because I paired like these 2, I paired them up together, and then I also paired up 2 from Orly, and that's why I was able to do 4 polishes. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna start off with these 2 from Orly. This may seem repetitive if you guys watched my my Orly summer collection review. This one is called, this is not what I wore, what the hell? I pulled out the wrong green one. Okay, I wore Neon Paradise, which is a lime green cream, a little bit on the sheer side for me. I think it took about 3 coats. I want to say about 3 coats. Maybe some areas it may have required a 4th coat. I can't know. I think it was just a 3-coater. Now I can't even remember, to be honest with you. But such a beautiful color. This combination I ended up wearing on my birthday, and I wore it for a good 4, maybe 5 days. I can't remember it anymore. And these were awesome. I was actually really happy to have worn these on my birthday because I had not had a chance to wear any emerald greens, and I was really aiming to wear a lot of green polishes that first week, and I just didn't have a chance to. And then I also wore Plastic Jungle, which is more like a Kelly green. So beautiful. I think this one took a couple coats to get opaque on the nails. I'll put maybe down below how many coats each one took because I can't remember off the top of my head. But such an amazing manicure. I almost didn't want to take this off, but I needed to swatch a couple other polishes. And then I also wore these 2 from the summer collection. I have Artificial Orange, which I'm going to call this a neon coral because it's orange, but to me it does look orange, but I feel like on the nails it just looks a little bit more reddy tone, even pink for me. So beautiful, beautiful color. A couple coats for this one, I want to say. And then the one that I was mostly excited about was Kaleidoscope Eyes, which is the Orchid Cream. This one and Neon Paradise are the ones that were the most sheer out of that collection. So I think this one took also about 3 coats. I do very thin layers though, so that could be the reason why. I'm not really sure. And then 2 polishes that I recently mentioned in my bright pink polish collection. I have No Regrets, which is a hot pink. So beautiful. These are heavily red, and my pictures are pulling more red, but on the nails it looks like this, like a very bright hot pink, and so beautiful. It has a bit more like a jelly-like formulation, so it does require 3 coats, but it's even at 3 coats. I don't require more than that, and I think it's beautiful. And this is my favorite out of these 2 polishes. But I also wore Plum Sorbet, which is also really beautiful. It has more red than No Regrets, and it also has a bit more of a, I don't want to say tricky formula because No Regrets doesn't have a tricky formula. I want to say that Plum Sorbet is a bit more tricky as far as application because it dries almost like to a demi-matte finish, and so does No Regrets, but this one's just a little bit more difficult. At 3 coats I can vaguely see my nail line, but it's even, so I never do more than 3 coats, and I think it's really, really beautiful. My pictures are also pulling a little bit more red, but in person it looks like this. I think this camera is capturing it pretty well here. Really enjoyed the manicure. I wore one on one hand and another one on another hand. And then this combination here, I have Peacock Portrait from Finger Paints. I did a nail of the day featuring this polish on Instagram and then uploaded here on YouTube. This one kind of threw me off a little bit. It's pretty, but I thought this was going to get opaque on its own because it looks very dense glitter in the bottle. There's a lot of silver metallic glitter, there's some sparing holographic shimmer, and then there's larger blue, like aqua blue metallic glitters running throughout as well, and it just looks so dense. And I think even when I pulled out the brush, yeah, it pulls out a lot of the glitter, and yet I think I had done maybe one coat or something of the sort, and I immediately knew that that was just not gonna work. I did an accent nail with this polish on my ring finger, and I think I had 3 coats on and I could still see my nail line. I just feel like it looks more reflective in the bottle than than how it translates on the nails, basically, but still really pretty. It's just not as blingy as I thought. And then I wore an old favorite that I'm just not sure about anymore. I don't know if my tastes have changed or my memory of this polish is just wrong. It's like a false memory, I feel like, because I love this polish. This is from Sally Hansen and it's called Jazzy Jade. Let me do it over here. And it's really beautiful. It's like a little blue-green shimmer polish. A little brush strokey when you're applying it, but once it's dry, I don't see any of the brush strokes actually. And it took 2-3 coats to get opaque on the nails. And what I found interesting this time around is that this one took a while to dry. And I'm not really sure why that was, because I had never had that issue before. I have finished an entire bottle of this and loved it till the last drop and really never had any drying issues. Not even once it was almost getting, I mean, once it was like to the bottom, yes, of course, but I went through majority of this bottle and had no drying issues. So not really sure what happened there. A project polish that I'm going to mention. I do have another project polish manicure, but I don't want to mention it in this video because I do want to do a project polish update at some point, sometime soon, once I have enough manicures to talk about. So I wore Lavish Spender. I do want to mention this one because it's such an adorable polish. This one has a pastel green corally base, and it has some metallic fuchsia glitters, metallic green. These are in varying sizes, by the way. You get some white glitter in here, and I think that's about it. It's just really adorable. I think I may have put this over top of my Sesh Base Rich Filler. Oh no, I put this over top of Gargantuan Green Grape, which I currently have on my toes right now. Gosh, why didn't I bring that one out? Okay, Gargantuan Green Grape, which is kind of like a very soft green, very warm, very yellow leaning. I did one coat of this one. I have worn Lavish Spender from NCLA by itself, and I think it takes about 3 coats to get opaque, but I just went in with this one, a very thin 1 single coat of Gargantuan Green Grape, and then put Lavish Spender over top of it. You can't see Gargantuan underneath this at all. I just wanted to add a little light wash of color going in with this one because it is acrylic. So Gargantuan Green, I do currently have it on the toes right now. If I could lift my foot all the way, I would show it to you guys. It takes about, I have 3 coats on. It could have required an additional coat, honestly, because the formula of mine is very thin. So it does take quite a few coats, but it's okay. It's such a pretty color. And then last manicure that I wore, it's not the last manicure, it's one of the first manicures actually, because my nails were a little bit longer. I wore 2 polishes from Orly, one being Snow Worries, which I adore. That polish is so beautiful. 3 coats for that one, and if I have a swatch of a single, like a manicure with it by itself, I'll put it up on the screen. This time around though, I wanted to use a topper over it, and it's a topper from Orly that I had not worn. So I bought it, I think sometime last year, and I just hadn't had a chance to wear it. And this one is called Kick Rocks. I don't have them in my possession. I can't find them. I don't know why. I'm not really sure why. Yeah, I tried looking in my Orly drawer. It's just not in there. I don't know where the heck I put them. Anyways, Kick Rocks is a topper, and that one has varying sized shards of glitter sitting in a clear base, and the glitters are more iridescent. They resemble the the cellophane stuffing for gift wraps that's a little bit more iridescent, and it kind of shifts quite a bit. So you get, let me see, some purple, blue, yellow, light green. It's just really, really beautiful. And when I first saw this polish, I thought, gosh, this one's gonna look really cool. The glitters are slightly transparent and they're gonna sit on top of each other really nice and create this really beautiful dimension on the nails. And it does in the end. It looked really pretty, but my manicure ended up looking really thick because I had a lot of difficulty with this topper. I added one coat of Snow Worries, and I've never had an issue with Snow Worries. I know that one's amazing, so it wasn't this polish. And then I went in with Kick Rocks, and I didn't know how it was gonna perform. It looked like it had a lot of glitter, so I tried brushing it on. That was not the way to go for me. And then I think I tried sponging it on, and some of the glitters curl, full on curl. And they don't want to lay flat. It's very difficult. So I had to pick some of them off. I had to really press them into the nail. My nails looked a little bit bumpy, a little bit thick. It was just, I think I tried applying that topper 2, maybe 3 times, I'm not gonna lie. And it's just, it was 3 times too many, really. I don't know why I spent that much time with that topper, but I really wanted it to work because I had this vision in my mind of what it was gonna look like, and it just was not worth it. I don't like it. The glitters are too, they're not thin enough almost, and when they curl, you can't really lay them. You know how some glitters, when they stick up, you could just go like this and they lay flat. These are stubborn glitters. They just don't work very well. I don't know what the heck Orly was thinking in releasing that particular polish, because honestly, it's crap and it's not very good. In the end though, once I got the glitters on, I put on 2 coats of top coat to try to smooth out a lot of the unevenness on my nails. And it looked better, but it wasn't ideal. My manicure looked a little bit thick. I did end up enjoying that manicure from afar. Like, I was like, this looks really pretty from afar, because it wasn't as noticeable, and I enjoyed the softness of that manicure. I enjoyed all of the little shifting of the colors. That was really pretty, but I didn't really see a lot of layering effect between the glitters, although they're a little transparent. I thought when they sat on top of each other, it was just gonna create this really cool dimension, and it just didn't. So that was kind of a disappointment manicure for me. So that is everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll try to do close-up bottle shots for you guys to take a look at all of these polishes. I'll make sure to link up in the cards the Orly Summer Collection and my Bright Pink polish collection, and then I'll also make sure to link up in the cards the last monthly manis, if in case you guys missed that one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.